welcome back to another transition moment with Eternal Peters. This is a platform where we learn and unlearn, where we help ourselves to go more and come into light on some part of life that we might be having ignorances on. So today I'm here to those that are still in the university, popularly called undergraduates. And at the same time, if you're having people or you're having younger ones, elder ones or whosoever preparing to go to the university or college as it may sound wherever you are, there are some mistakes that needs to be avoided. It is better to avoid them than to walk in it ignorantly. So the earlier the better. Avoid an error right from the beginning of your life. It's not until you get to the final year or the penultimate year before you start to come into light of some things when you're in the universities. So that's why we are treating this as early as possible so that we won't forfeit him of circumstances, we won't forfeit him of mistakes and so on, because university is a different world entirely. It's different from the world you're coming from. Maybe you're in the secondary school or you'll be waiting for admission. Just know that the word university, the institution, it's a different word entirely. You're on your own, literally, because no one cares with what you do and what you don't. You're on your own. You know, back then in secondary school, you have teacher posturing you to read. They will say some words just to encourage you so that you can pass, beat you if you fail. But in the universities, there's nothing like that. Everybody with their own life. But there are some mistakes that affect a lot of individuals while in the university that many does not get to know it, and many come to the realization of it late. So if you're in 100 level, you're preparing to go to the university, kindly sit down and listen as I list out those mistakes. Number one on my list is procrastination. Procrastination is the delay of assignment, delay of study, or important tasks can lead to stress and lower your academic performance. Most of the time, we actually concern ourselves with the word I'm a fast learner. So with that, we don't study as early as possible. We study maybe some days or some weeks to exam, and at the same time, that creates examination tension in us. So if you're not going into the exam or the test or with a sound mind, there is high possibility that you might not give in your best because you're doing the examination or test with not in sound mind, and it's not actually good for your performances. Because when it comes to university, the foundation that you lay at the early stage of your life will be what you built on till you finish the university. So it is better you start with a strong foundation than you wait till the penultimate year or the final year before you take your academics seriously. So your assignment is very important. You need to do it as early as possible. Any task given to you, maybe projects, you need to do it early as possible, because procrastination at the same time can lead to forgetfulness, whereby you might not be able to remember some keywords that need to be put in because you're doing your assignment and everything under pressure. Then the second mistakes that needs to be avoided is skipping classes or irregular lecture times. Yeah, this affect a lot of students as well. Irregular missing of lecture might lead to missing some important part of the lecture. Like I said, the university is a world of independence. Nobody is forcing you to do anything. While in secondary school, you go to school by 7, you close by 4. You aren't going anywhere. You're in the school, you receive the lecture in the same school. But when it comes to the university, you have the ability to say, I'm not going to this lecture, I'm not going to that lecture. But I would advise you to not skip classes, because there are some lecturers that they tend to give some important information during their lecture that might not be found in their note. And it's not actually about important notes. There are some lecturers that as well give marks to students being attendance in class. I remember when I was in 300 level, there was this one lecturer. Every of his class we must do test. So he will sum up the test with the CA test and the exams and give us the grade. Imagine you having such a lecturer and you're not regular in classes. So peradventure you might miss like 5 tests. That might as well affect your scores. I don't know how brilliant you might be, but not attending class is not good. You might have a competent brain to cram as many notes as possible. You might have highest IQ in your class, but being in class, being alive with the lecturer is very, very important. Then the next thing is ignoring health. I'm going to talk more on this because neglecting your physical health and your mental health can have negative impact on your university's experiences. Your education is important, and at the same time, your health is important. Not because you're in the university, because you want performances, ignoring your test, you're not giving yourself sound sleep, you're not giving yourself adequate balances. It's affect. It's only someone that is in a right state, in a right health, can sit down properly and write exams. Sorry to say this, I graduated from University of Illinois. I remember when I was in 100 level, there was this thing we called CBT then. I don't think throughout my year, I don't think there is any semester that people will not faint while entering the CBT. It might be due to a lot of things. It might be stress, it might be overthinking, it might be pressure. But trust me, those people might actually ignore your head. And there's some people during the exam, they don't sleep. It affects. Please and please take your health life seriously. Visit the clinic. I don't know the kind of university you are, but there are some clinic in schools that medication is free. So please, when you know you're uncomfortable, try and visit any clinic around you for proper checkup. Not because you want a solid grade and your health life is declining. I remember when I was back some years back, there was this senior of mine. We had exams a whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Trust me, this guy did not sleep all through the exam period. But afterwards, what happens? It actually affected his mental health. That it only takes the grace of God that he didn't run mental. Few weeks I was speaking with another friend of mine. He told me about the carryover he had while he was in 100 level. He said he had the carryover because he wrote the exam with sickness. You want a solid grade for yourself, please don't ignore your health. All these things contribute to an excellent performance while in the university. Then the next thing is overcommitting. See, in the universities, there are a lot of clubs, social clubs, extracurricular activities that you will see and you will have interest in them. But please and please don't join any groups that will make you to be skipping classes, that will not give you time to read, to study your books, your note. First, when it comes to university, your education is the first priority. Every other activities come second. So don't be overly committed to any sport activities, any club, or anything that you might belong in. Belong to them. You're a member, but learn to balance it. Learn to balance your academic life with your extracurriculum activities life. A lot of students, they want to be, let me say, financially independent right now. So in the process of them being financially independent, they actually shy away from their first priority. For example, you're a student, you're learning another thing by the side. You need to mark out your plans on how to balance the two together. Don't just dump one for one. If you want financial stability, you need to choose between your education or your financial life. If you know you can combine the two together, there's no problem about that. But if you know you're someone that takes things one after the other, please, you can finish your school or peradventure during the extra breaks, or if you can have a weekend class for yourself. That's actually a better thing to do as well. Then the next thing is financial management. Please and please take this one important. Don't incur debt to yourself so that you will give yourself peace of mind. Your parent, learn to be content with whatsoever they are able to give you. See, you will meet different set of people from different homes, different calibers of people. Not because you're in the same universities, you want to be like them. Trust me, they are different from you. I'm not trying to shade anyone, but you know where you're coming from. Please don't be like anyone in the university when it comes to financial life. You can't compare someone that is he or she is on monthly allowances from his parents to you that once in a blue moon. So when they are spending lavishly, spend yours wisely. Learn financial management when you are going to school. Even if your parents are sending you your allowance weekly or monthly, this is for you as well. Learn to save, because not all day are rainy days. Then, second to the last, number 6 is social isolation. University offers a chance to make friends and build networks. Trust me, like I said the other time, you meet a lot of people in the universities. Don't say because you're introvert, yeah, we tend to save ourselves with that, then isolating yourself with from people. You don't know who might help you later in the future. If you don't talk, if you don't network yourself with anyone, you're missing a lot. And at the same time, it's not actually all about the future. It might be now. There are people that they've got the past questions that might be important, that might be valuable to you during the test or during the exam. There are people that they are fast learner. They can lecture you. So learn and learn to build friends with people. Afford social isolation when you're in the universities. Don't say because I'm introvert, you just want to be alone. No one is an island in this world that we have. We learn from ourselves so that we can grow. That's how it is. The book that you're reading to learn, to grow, was written by someone as well. So please, in this world that we find ourselves, don't isolate yourself. Learn to make friends, learn to network, and learn to connect with people, valuable people, intelligent people that can build and affect your lives positively. Then the last thing is lack of career parenting. This will go to a lot of people, a lot of individuals that we are giving courses that we don't like. Please don't say because you're giving this course you can work anywhere. Have a target for yourself. I hear that a lot. Maybe you're giving this course, they're like, what can you do after the university? They like can work anywhere. If they can't give you a concrete answer to where you can work, help yourself with that. Help yourself. Don't wait your final year or when you are done with school, you start like, okay, where can I work with this certificate? They will tell you just get the certificate, just get the certificate. If you get the certificate and your certificate is not useful for you, so what's the essence of the 4 years you're spending in school? So you need to know your career project as early as possible. If you're given statistics, know where you can work with what you will learn in the 4 years. Everybody knows that as long as you study medicine, there's a higher chance that you end up in the hospital. If you study banking and finance, accounting, those set of courses have a specific field they can function. But there are some courses that they will give you that you'll be like, where can I work? Where can I use this certificate to work? Learn that as early as possible so that you won't find yourself in this sort of dilemma. You won't find yourself in depression after you're done with school. So I've listed all these 7 major mistakes. There are other mistakes as well. If you can avoid these 7, there's higher chance that you're coming out with a good grade. So note this, the university life is a independent life where anyone and everyone are doing things on their own without the governance of anybody. So it's you that will set the path that you want to follow, whether the path to success or the path to failure. Everything lies in your hands. Don't allow anybody to make decision for you that you will regret. Learn to filter every friendship you will make, every decision you will make, so that after your journey in the university, after your years in the university, you can come out strong and with something substantial. Thank you. If you want to listen to more of content like this, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and comment. See you guys next week. Thank you.